Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're glad you could be here to view the presentation today. My name is Jennifer Musick. I'm a professor of public health sciences at Long Beach City College. We also have three peer ambassadors. We have from Cal State Long Beach, Andrea Rodriguez. Andrea, would you like to say hi?
Hello.
Also from Cal State Long Beach, Shana Guerra.
Hello, everyone.
And from Cal State Fullerton, Pauline Lim.
Hello.
So we are here today to provide some information about different degree options in nutrition, kinesiology, and also public health or health science, both at Cal State Long Beach and Cal State Fullerton. In addition, we're going to provide some services and resources at our campus here at LBCC and different opportunities at Cal State Long Beach as well as Cal State Fullerton to get involved with once you transfer. So just a quick overview of today's topics. We will be looking at different transfer requirements and pathways, again, in those three fields of study: public health, nutrition, and kinesiology. We will be looking at both CSU campuses, Long Beach and Fullerton, at a glance, and looking at the different degree options available at each of those Cal State campuses. We will go over a few transfer events, and then you will get to hear from each of our peers regarding their own personal journeys, academic, as well as transferring, and what they've been involved with at each of their Cal State campuses. And then finally, some tips for those of you planning to transfer. So one thing that we wanted to make sure everyone is aware of is something called an associate degree for transfer. And this is different from the AA degree offered at community colleges. Associate degree for transfers, or ADTs, are major specific, and this implies there's a similar corresponding major program at the Cal State campus. The ADT curriculum is used to evaluate your requirements when you go to transfer. You do need to apply for the ADT if you would like to go that route. So that is something you would need to speak to your counselor about. And it does not guarantee admission to the Cal State. However, there is a benefit in taking the ADT transfer pathway. Your cumulative GPA is increased by 0.1%. So that does give you a little boost when ranking applicants for transfer. So this slide that you see here is looking at two different possible transfer pathways. And this slide you'll see is specific to Cal State Fullerton. So the yellow boxes at the top, you can take your major specific requirements to transfer. And if you would like more information, you can scan the QR code at the top. Or you can pursue the associate degree for transfer. It says not all majors have a corresponding ADT. However, here at Long Beach City College, all three of the majors that we're discussing today, that is, again, public health, kinesiology, and nutrition or dietetics, all three of those do have an ADT. If you're interested in that pathway for Cal State Fullerton, then you would want to scan this QR code at the bottom here. Okay, next slide. And then this slide corresponds to Cal State Long Beach. Again, the top or the yellow boxes, you can either take your major specific requirements to transfer. If you're interested in that pathway, you would want to scan the top QR code. Or if you would like to pursue the ADT, those are the orange boxes on the bottom. You can scan the QR code on the bottom for more information on that pathway to Cal State Long Beach.
All
And
right.
at this point, I'll turn it over to one of our peers to go over the two different Cal State campuses at a glance.
Thank you. Yes. So we just want to give you an overview of transfer admission from fall of 2021 data. This does vary year by year just based on competitiveness of the pool of applicants. Programs like Link aim to increase the awareness of the requirements and resources available to students who do want to transfer to a four-year. So at Cal State Long Beach, the College of Health and Human Services alone received in fall of 2021 7,751 applications, and then from those, 2,052 were admitted, and then the average cumulative GPA was 3.42. And this doesn't necessarily mean there were people with lower or higher GPAs in this.
While at Cal State Fullerton, the College of Health and Human Development alone received 3,376 in the fall of 2020, and out of which 1,842 got admitted with the average GPA of 3.37. But like Andrea mentioned, it's not there's like a variety still of like lower or higher GPAs that has been admitted as well. So here are some of the degree options at Cal State Long Beach and Cal State Fullerton. So with Cal State Fullerton, we have public health and kinesiology. And for public health, the students that apply to the program are automatically comes in as a general studies. And then from there, they could select whether they wanted to go into public health nutrition or public health, health education and promotion. And then for kinesiology, it's also the same thing, where the student automatically comes in as a general studies. And then from there, they could choose between exercise science concentration, recreation, fitness, and health promotion, or yeah, that's it.
So here are some of the degree options available at Cal State Long Beach. So here at the beach, we have dietetics and food administration, health science, and kinesiology options. However, unlike Fullerton, when you do apply to transfer on your application, you will automatically choose an option that you're interested in. And then that's what you'll be selected for in your admission. So for kinesiology, there's an option in fitness and an option in exercise science. There are other options available, but these are the ones we'll focus on for today. The health science has an option in community health education, and dietetics and food administration has two options, one in food science and one in nutrition and dietetics.
And here are some public health roles and positions that you could do after you graduate from your bachelor's. So there's health educator, which is pretty much just educating people on what like how to how to get better health outcomes pretty much. And then community health worker are pretty much the same thing, but just in a larger scale, which is they're addressing the health outcomes of communities. And then for epidemiology, it's more of identifying the causes of diseases and such. Like think of COVID when it happened with the CDPH and CDC. That's where they usually work. But other areas where they could work at is in academia or as a researcher in private sectors as well. And then patient navigator and safety and occupational health specialist, which is very environmental health and safety pretty much. You could also do some admin stuff with public health, like an evaluator, program manager, health services analyst, administrator, and healthcare policy analyst as well. And
All right, so for some career options for those who are interested in nutrition or dietetics and food science, there are career options in nutrition counseling, a research dietitian, a clinical dietitian, food technologist, and then health and wellness coach. There are other career options not listed, such as food service director, a nutritional therapist, a quality assurance manager / food safety, or even food marketing. And then the dietetic program and dietetics master's option at CSULB does fulfill the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics academic requirements to prepare students to become an entry-level registered dietitian, nutritionist, so also known as the RD or RDN as well.
So here are some of the career options available for those interested in majoring in kinesiology. We have an exercise physiologist, personal trainer, fitness specialist, health and wellness coordinator, and a strength and conditioning coach. Most kin options for careers are divided into exercise science professionals and fitness specialists. So exercise science professionals are passionate about fitness, physical fitness, sports, and athletic performance. These professionals work in physiology, biomechanics, and/or motor learning and motor control. And they also help improve cardiovascular function and human performance. And on the other hand, fitness specialists create customized exercise and wellness programs, and they promote living healthy lifestyles by increasing physical performance, strength, endurance, flexibility, and sustained healthy behaviors. Now we'll review academic and professional development opportunities at both Cal State Long Beach and Cal State Fullerton.
So we have various different resources and that you could visit your prospective campuses to get a better idea of the school culture and environment at each Cal State CSU campus. So what I would really encourage to sign up is the campus tour, because you will get to be in the campuses. And for Cal State Fullerton, we call it the Become a Titan Day. And then for Cal State Long Beach is Stay at the Beach. So you get to see and actually experience see how the students are in the prospective campuses. So you would be able to really get the sense of how it is in their campuses. Okay, hi. So I'm Pauline Lim, so I'm gonna share my testimonials now. So I started at Cypress College with a dental hygiene, but after 3 months, I kind of switched to health information technology, and I graduated with an associate's degree with that. And since then, I decided to transfer to Cal State Fullerton in public health, environmental, occupational health, and safety concentration with a minor in public administration. So my graduation date is fall of 2024. And then so my training experience ever since I started having research experience in 2021, which is like before I transfer. And that's also the reason why I decided to transfer to Cal State Fullerton as well, because I saw like a wide variety of opportunities with public health. And ever since then, I've been consistently looking for opportunities that I could do so that it kind of offset my paying for tuition, and at the same time I'm gaining a lot more experience while I'm still an undergrad. So here are some of the programs that, as you can see, that I've been involved in for the past 3 years or so. So yeah. Next slide, please. So I got to experience all of those different programs. It's because firstly, I got exposed to research early on, and then I made the connection with everyone that I knew from each of those programs. And from there, the professors and the people I've worked with, also because I had that connection with them and I built the relationship with them, they were able to trust me and actually provide me with opportunities that they think I would excel in. So it's all about connection, pretty much. And then also asking questions and letting them know you as a person also helps them tailor what you really want to do and what you want to experience. So ask questions and also skim your emails. You don't have to read every single detail about it, but if you skim it and you see something interesting, flag it and then look over it again and see where it goes. And then managing your time and schedule is very important, as the workload may or may not be more hectic than you usually have already. So managing your time is very important. And lastly, resting when you need it. Your body will tell you right away if you needed to rest. So just listen to your body.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and share my journey as well. So my journey started at Ventura College, where I was actually a pre-nursing major. There, I graduated in 2019 with my associate in arts for natural sciences or mathematics. But a little bit before graduating, I did start working as a certified nursing assistant in a skilled nursing facility. And that kind of made me realize I did not like bedside care and decided that the nursing path was no longer for me. So with my major in track, I did have the option to pursue a bachelor's degree in health science. And that's when I decided to transfer to CSU Long Beach, as I did like how diverse the campus was and felt that there were many various programs and projects that I could join in on. It was also a little bit closer to home, which was important for me in my decision making. And I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I was excited to see if this major was for me and what interests would arise out of it. I'm a senior now. I'm going to graduate soon in May and have really enjoyed my classes thus far. And I'm glad I did keep pursuing a higher education. Some of my favorite topics I've learned are like health behaviors, why people choose certain behaviors, social determinants of health, and then program planning and implementation. I did also work as a elementary health technician for some time during my years off, and that did make me realize that I do enjoy working with kids, but would like to work with them in a slightly different role. So this is just all to say that my path was not linear, and that's okay, and that might be the case for you as well. All right, so I'll go ahead and share my training experience. So I first began at the Center for Latino Community Health my first year as a transfer student. I began as a Link Scholar. So here I received training through a Leadership Academy program. I attended workshops on nutrition, disease prevention, and also working to develop my professional skills. I also began conducting research for the first time with my mentor, Dr. Johnson, in her heart lab. And I did continue with the center to conduct research as an Andale scholar. So I was able to continue working with my same mentor on her study and then also attend additional professional workshops as well. But through this experience, I've been able to work as a research assistant for the study I'm working on that focuses on worsened health outcomes for African American women and linking that to their discrimination experiences and their thought patterns as well. So I do work with recruitment for our participants, and then also have had the opportunity to analyze other data with my mentor as well. And then I also had the opportunity to develop an abstract and presented that at a conference. So that was really exciting, getting more experience and hands-on experience. So through the Heart Lab and through the center, I've really been able to grow professionally and personally and just find connections and resources and a different sense of community on campus. All right, so lastly, I'll go ahead and share my tips with you. So I do recommend making connections and finding your sense of community on campus. whether that be through teachers, professors, mentors, friends, classmates, wherever you can find that. I do recommend making those connections. Also, finding different supportive programs on campus will be really beneficial. And then also meeting regularly with your academic counselor just to make sure you are on track with all of your classes for the next semester, especially when it comes time to register and you want to make sure you're on track to graduate. Or if you have any additional questions. I also recommend working or volunteering experience in a field that you are interested in. I think it's very different once you start to work in a field of your interest. You really get to see what you do enjoy and what you may not enjoy. So that's all a part of the learning experience. Also, developing a financial plan. School is expensive, so finding different scholarships, grants, work opportunities, work study will help you to offset those expenses as well. So just keeping that in mind is important. And then lastly, getting out of your comfort zone. I highly recommend this one. I was very scared and timid before transferring to CSU Long Beach, but really getting out of my comfort zone has allowed me to grow and experience new things and just really figure out what I'm passionate about. So highly recommend that as well.
Okay, so my journey started at Long Beach City College, actually. I graduated in spring of 22 with my Associates of Arts for transferring kinesiology. During my time at LBCC, I was part of activities on campus, such as the Trio Go program and the DAPI Honor Society. Once I graduated, I immediately transferred over to Cal State Long Beach, which was my first option. So I was very excited to get accepted. Here I'm majoring in kinesiology with an option in exercise science. I am also a part of the EOP program, which is just an academic program that's geared towards first generation underrepresented students, and they offer academic support services and financial need. I'm also part of the Link Scholar program, just as Andrea mentioned. Through Link, we were able to work through workshops, training events that emphasize Latino nutrition, disease prevention, health interventions, research methods, and personal development. Um, it's a year-long program, so during all of that time, I also participated in an externship at the Long Beach Health Department for 8 weeks, which was also a really nice experience to gain. Through Link, I also was matched with my mentor, who was a kinesiology professor here at Cal State Long Beach. I did paid research with her starting in spring of 2023, and I'm actually stayed with her even after the Link program was over, and I'm still doing paid research with her. We are in the process of submitting our manuscript for publication, so we're very excited about that. And I will be graduating along with Andrea this May. So as far as career goals, I am interested in going to PA school, but I will be taking a gap year after I finish my bachelor's just to get my stuff in order for applications. And yeah, and my top school for PA school is USC. So that's why you see the little picture there. Next slide. So why did I choose kinesiology? Well, I've always lived a very active lifestyle. I was a dancer for over 10 years. During that time, I also started going to the gym and I fell in love with weightlifting and just living a very active and healthy lifestyle. But a few years ago, I did experience some health issues, which led me to undergo a lot of rehabilitation. During rehab, I worked very closely with physical therapists, occupational therapists, trainers, and through all of that experience, I really fell in love with the field of kinesiology. So when I did go back to school at LBCC, I ended up changing my major from bio to kin. And once I did change majors, I knew that I wanted to go to Cal State Long Beach because I had heard really good things about their kin department and their faculty members. And just from spending 2 years here at the beach, I can genuinely say that I am more than happy with the decision I made, and I've really grown in my interest for the field. through all of my experiences here. So some recommendations that I have for incoming transfer students: when you are applying for transfer at your school of choice, definitely look into scholarships or other academic programs that may be available to you. Something catches your eye, just apply for it. You don't lose anything in just taking a chance. Being a part of scholar programs can really boost your resume as a student and just give you that necessary experience that you need to move forward. Second, I would say get involved in undergrad research. You've heard all three of us speak about our experiences in research. It's really fulfilling to go into research. Most of the research offered is paid, so you are getting paid for your time, which is also nice. I know Cal State Long Beach has an undergrad research center where students can go and find out opportunities that are available to us both on and off campus. If that doesn't catches your eye and you happen to meet a professor that you really like, you should go ahead and approach them and ask them if they're interested, if they're involved in any research themselves. If they are, ask them if there's any way you can get involved. Professors really love when you show interest and initiative. So that's another option for you to get involved in research. And again, if you're interested in grad school, having undergrad research under your belt really does boost your resume and likely increases your chances of getting seen as a candidate for a grad program. Third, I would say to be consistent as a student, especially once you transfer over to a four-year university. It's really important to stay on top of your grades. If you see yourself falling behind in a class, take advantage of the tutoring center, go to office hours for your professor. I know it's cliche to say like C's get degrees, and that's true, but if you're interested in other opportunities after your bachelor's degree, definitely stay on top of your GPA. It does really make a difference, but it does come with a lot of commitment and responsibility. So again, that's just one of my recommendations, just stay consistent as possible. Next, find your passion. Once you've transferred, you have so many new opportunities available to you. So take advantage of them, join a club, volunteer either on or off campus. Try to see if you can find a mentor in one of your professors, get involved in undergrad research. Just do anything and everything that's available on campus to try to see what your interests and passions are, and maybe that'll lead you in the direction of a career. Maybe you'll switch majors if that's the case for you, but either way, take advantage of the opportunities available to you at a four-year university. And lastly, as busy and overwhelming as it can get to be a college student, don't forget to make time for yourself. Make self-care also a priority in your life. Self-care means something different for everybody. So whatever fulfills you, go ahead and do that as often as possible so that your mental health is taken care of, and then you can just perform way better as a student and just excel in everything else that you're involved in.
Okay, I want to give a huge thank you to Shana and Pauline and Andrea for sharing your journey and your tips for success. It's so valuable, and I know that other students will really benefit from hearing about your experiences. So thank you, each of you. Okay, what now? For those of you preparing for transfer, just a couple suggestions: establish campus connections, including meeting with your academic counselor. You want to make sure you are on track. If you would like to pursue the ADT or Associate Degree for Transfer option, again, you would need to meet with your academic counselor. As each one of the peer ambassadors mentioned, it's really important to develop relationships with faculty. So don't be shy, get to know your professors. When the time comes for things like letters of recommendation, it's really critical that your professors know you a little bit. So don't be shy, reach out to your professors. Form study groups with like-minded students. We have so many resources here at LBCC, so please use tutoring and other campus support services. And then do your research. Make a list of potential universities that you are interested in. You can start just by looking at their websites. If possible, it's great to tour the campus so you can get a sense of what student life is like there. And then don't forget to visit the Transfer Center here at LBCC. Lots of very helpful information. We have transfer boot camp workshops and many services to help you with a successful transfer. Next slide. This wraps up our presentation for today. I want to again thank you all for watching. My name is Jennifer Musick. I am a professor in the Kinesiology Health Education Department. My specialty is public health. If you have any questions whatsoever about public health, please reach out to me. And I am the faculty liaison for the LINK program. So just in summary, our goal with LINK is to help facilitate transfer and academic success. So please don't hesitate to reach out. We also have provided contact information for each of the peer ambassadors, and they have graciously made themselves available to you if you have questions about their specific programs at Cal State Long Beach or Fullerton. And once again, thank you all. If you would like to be on the LINK email list to receive additional information, please scan this QR code. And thank you again for viewing.